We begin tonight with the city of Rockport underwater. So far, more than 7 inches of rain has fallen just since midnight, and even more is expected.
Flash flooding expected as more rain heads this way. This as Governor Greg Abbott readies state resources to come in and help. Our Alexis Green joins us live tonight from one of the hardest hit areas of Rockport. So Alexis, what are you seeing from where you are right now?
That's right. Now the rain has definitely kept coming, and there's been multiple road closures here in Rockport today, including one of the roads we're at right now, which is off of Market Street. Now, earlier when we came out today, we actually saw officials placing these barricades with the sandbags in order to kind of let the community know that these roads are impassable. But let me just tell you, we have seen multiple cars who have made their way around these barricades regardless of that. And I've spoke with Rockport PD's Larry Sinclair, who says they've had their hands full with high water rescues, installed vehicles, and they are pleading for people to stay off the road.
Not only does it put your life and your property in danger, severe damage to your vehicle and possibly to yourself, but also the weight that your vehicle causes is making the damage to businesses and residences throughout our city even more severe. So please get home or get to wherever you're going to be until this rain event begins to subside and the roads can start draining off.
Just a few moments ago, when we arrived here at Market Street, I actually received an emergency alert from the National Weather Service stating that this exact area is expected to be under a flash flood warning until 7:30 tonight. They are warning that it could be a dangerous and potentially life-threatening situation. So to stay off the roads and don't attempt to travel unless you are in need of evacuating. Alexis Green, 3 News.
All right, thanks for that, Lexus. And as we mentioned earlier, you saw some of the high water there. Today's rain not expected to let up anytime soon.
That's right, and we have Chief Meteorologist Alan Holt joining us now with a look at the rain totals that we have seen so far across the coastal bend. And Alan, just really quickly, a question that we've been getting also a lot into our newsroom throughout the day. A lot of folks at home wondering if Elsa has anything to do with what we are seeing here today.
The answer to that, no. They're two separate systems. They're very far apart from one another. Elsa's out here in Georgia. The one that's over us actually came in from the north, and it really has never been over the Gulf of Mexico. Drifted down on Tuesday, and you see this broad spin, huge feeder band offshore. You see all the lightning strikes with it. These are the features that are going to be the most dangerous moving forward. As these start to come into coastal locations, they drop continuous heavy tropical downpours in some locations. That's what happened in Rockport today. There's some offshore activity over San Jose Island that's going to try to creep in here over the next few hours. Flash flood warning in effect for parts of Refugio and Aransas counties until 7:30. There's a green polygon in there for that. Another one, don't want to ignore you, in Jim Wells County. We got another flash flood warning in effect till 6 o'clock on 281 in Alice and points to the north of that in Orange Grove. Some heavy rain falling there. You see the rainfall totals, big lollipop over the Copano Bay area, nearly 9 inches of rain in Rockport and Fulton. We touched on this last night, the possibility of something like that happening in a very isolated location, and that's exactly what we had today. So given all the rain, flash flood watches in effect until Friday morning at 7 a.m. throughout the entire area. Tonight we've got plenty of tropical cloudiness out there, and we are expecting the showers to last through tonight, tomorrow, and into Friday. We'll have much more on this weather forecast here in a few minutes. Mike, Leslie.
All right, it has been a soggy week to this point, and as you just heard from Alan, more rain on the way. The coastal bend once again seeing what the heavy rains can do in just a short amount of time. Now, to that end, the city of Corpus Christi is keeping a close eye on those areas that usually flood first. Our city manager tells us that there are 10 departments within the city doing what they need to do in order to keep people, pets, and property safe during severe weather.
Monitoring our flood-prone areas to include North Beach, Flower Bluff, the island, the La Jolla Creek area. And so since yesterday, we've pre-positioned road closure barricades in the event we have to close roads. And in fact, just a little bit ago, we closed 4 roads on Flower Bluff. There's a lot of rain falling there. This rain event is a coastal event, and so the rain's coming in from the Gulf. And so the low-lying areas closest to the coast naturally are getting most rain.
While the city is monitoring those low areas, they're also actively pumping out water from flooded neighborhoods.
Yeah, folks in Flower Bluff have been dealing with flooding on some of their roads. This is what Seaphone Drive looked like earlier today. Drainage was backed up as rain filled up the road. And after calls to the city letting them know where the flooding was, crews went out and got rid of most of the water there on the road. But now the issue no longer flooding, but sewer lines. One resident says since the heavy downpour, he and his wife haven't been able to use the restroom. He says it's happened before and usually doesn't take long for the problem to be solved, but with more rain on the way, it could be a while.
It's an inconvenience more than anything else, and once the drainage subsides, and within 5 or 6 hours after that, the sewer will catch up, and you'll be able to flush the commodes again. But this is, I think, the third time this year that we've had this happen.